feel free to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe if you don't mind. Yeah. Good morning, Patrick. All right, so as usual, you guys know already the drill how we do this. So we will start with prayer and then head over to our daily routine on how we normally do this. All right, so let's pray. Father, we thank you for this very beautiful morning. Thank you that today is a Monday and you've given us another opportunity to start the week while we're checking the charts and getting opportunities to make more money every day. So Father, we ask of you the knowledge and wisdom, and also grant us the signals, perfect entries and exits as we get to check through the charts. So God, have your way, Lord. Let your name be glorified as we do in this. And we, oh God, at the end of the day, having made all this money, Lord, having made the profits, we still be able to glorify your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Right, so that is it. Let's now check 500, crash 500. Start off with crash 500. So where did we stop at on crash 500? Let's first go to H1. Let's first start from weekly. Weekly, we were looking for that kind of a sell, so we had a breakout. So we've been retesting so that we can later on come back with a sell. So we've been retesting that level right there. So having seen that, we can go to daily. Let's look at daily. Price never got to that level where we needed it to go, to that order block, that daily order block. So what we can do right now is delete this, that, delete all that, then come to H4. Let's first see daily. Daily we're looking for, we haven't literally touched. We haven't. You can clearly see that it did not touch that 10% of CCI, so it just came back. It has just come back to that level. So meaning we are still looking for sales. So if we are still looking for sales, then we can now delete all these. Delete all these. H4. H1 on Friday. This is yesterday, Saturday, Friday. So Friday we knew this was happening, and this was the move that they already anticipated to come back there, and you can clearly see that it came and hit TP level there. We didn't go back all the way up because of the seller's momentum. It returned back to here on that very day. So yesterday, Saturday and yesterday part of it was consolidating right in there. It was consolidating right in there. I think I checked this last night before I slept. So it was consolidating, and I drew that order block right there. So price actually went all the way back to that OB. As we speak, it has even broken out of that very OB. So having seen that, that was like a weak resistance level. So we can see that reaching there, it retested, and then later on came with enough momentum to break out. Remember, H1 is getting almost overbought right there according to CCI. So meaning whatever we are doing, we need to be cautious. So right now I can delete all those because they are no longer necessary. delete everything right there. This is a daily H4, that is an H4 OB. It's currently actually a support. Yeah, it's currently a support. So now that we've seen this on H1 and H4, a breakout there, the other point of interest that is of significance is this fair value gap that I can see right about there. So if price comes all the way back there to that fair value gap, that will turn out to be another resistance level. But also you have to be there's one that is actually another one that is very consistent right about there. That level right there, that was an order block, became a support, broke out of it, tested that level again, then went all the way back to sell. So price is actually, if it does not react on this fair value gap right here, and that fair value gap right about there, then it will go all the way up there. So I'm not going to draw that fair value gap, just I want that chart to be a bit clean. So all I will do is now wait for price to go all the way up there. So if we're going to wait for that, now that we've seen a break of structure according to H1, then we know that we can actually have an opportunity to enter our buys at a later stage. So if we go to M15, which is the block of structure, so if we know that this move started all the way from here, so we may see price returning back to this kind of level right there. We may see price returning back to that kind of level and then continuing all the way to the fair value gap that we are looking, to the order block right there that we are anticipating right about there. So for now, we just wait for such a move to come through. Once it comes through, then we can start selling it, and then later on getting into buys at a later stage once it comes back to this very level where we have that order block. So for now, M5 is almost getting overbought. So anytime from now, M5 will confirm the sell move to come back to this level, which will be a retest move back to that order block. So what you can do is just wait. If you want to sell this, just wait to get a confirmation on M5. But if you want to enter buys to take us all the way up to that OB on that point of interest on H1, then you wait for that kind of move at a later stage to give us that kind of entry. So now we are still waiting. H1 has to be overbought fast for this sell momentum, sell move to come through. All right, that is boom. That was crash 500. So now let's look at boom 1000. Let's look at boom 1000. Boom 1000. Yes, good morning guys, good morning Levi, good morning Felix, good morning Faith, good morning Desmond. How are you guys? Hopefully you guys are having a great time, and all you other guys who are on stream right now or are streaming, Like I said, please, if you don't mind, you can go ahead and like the stream so that YouTube can recognize us, the YouTube algorithm can recognize us and push so we can get and grow this community together. All right, so boom 1,000. Let's look at it. Right, this is this. We did actually whatever we wanted, even though we never saw the retest that we needed. We needed that kind of retest, and it never happened. But those who remember the analysis on that day, I told you if it breaks up on that level there, then you know that we are going to come into that kind of buy. So those who remember, I hope you did exactly that. So let's go to H1. Let's look at, this was Sunday, Saturday, Friday. So Friday we saw that this was a perfect, that was a perfect confirmation right there, a double bottom followed by a change of character right here, and that was enough for the entry. So anyone who missed entry here, you would have entered when it retested right here on the fair value gap after the change of character right here, and that's what happened. Then anyone who missed entry here, you would have waited for when it made this kind of retest. So that was a retest right here, and even though it didn't touch the order block right here, even though it didn't touch the order block right there, that was a retest back to that, around that fair value gap right there. So that was another entry. So it kept on doing all that. So for now, I don't need this, I don't need that. And you can clearly see that the TP level was hit. Our TP level right there was hit perfectly. So anyone who traded this asset on for the past 3 days, yeah, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, congrats on your profits. So let's now delete all this and start afresh the analysis. I think that's it. Delete all that. So this is H1. Let's go to H4. This is no longer necessary. This is not necessary anymore. And let's go to daily. Yeah, touch here, can retest that level. Which level was this? Yeah, it came back to give us an entry in discount. That's what it did very carefully right there. Give us that entry in discount. In discount, there was no any fair value gap, so it just gave us an entry. Let's go a bit to H4. H4, that was a support. That was an order block right about there, which was actually according to that fair value gap. So on H4, there was that kind of fair value gap that it came back to. So that's why we saw that kind of retest on that very level. So having seen that's what was the intent of the retest. Now we can delete all this. We can delete all that. Go back to daily. Delete this breakout. Now we are continuing with the buy. So it had to respect the structure right there as it was doing the retest. Now we can delete all that. Go to weekly. Let's look at weekly. We want price to go all the way up to the other trend line. So now, having seen that, we can drag our trend line all the way up, just like how we've been doing for the past God knows how many weeks. All right, so now that that is clear, let's go to H4, look at it properly. This was a retracement, pull back. Let's look at this. this breakout structure, external breakout structure according to H4, breakout structure. There is breakout structure here, and that's where we started the entry, the uptrend. Inside the uptrend, got out of that fair value gap there. We tested back to it. Now H1 shows we're still looking for some sales. Okay, this hasn't finished yet. The retest hasn't finished yet. So if I can do this, then one may be looking for this OB right here as another entry of the buys. One may be looking for that. This move that brought us into that. Of course, this would be another move right here in discount, this fair value gap right about there. So all almost be like the same. All we need is price to come back to this discount zone. Either come to that come to this OB, which is a valid order block right there, and then later on push us into buys. Later on push us into buys once more. So now that I've seen that, if I go to H1 will be still confirming that we are looking for sales. So how do we enter this? Let's make it a bit, let's look at it a bit clearer right about now, so that we don't miss any detail of it. Don't miss any detail of it. So that's a clear thing, and that means we are looking for such a move at a later stage. Will come like that. Will come like that. That is a short move, but then let's wait. According to M15, clearly the buy is on according to the trend line right there. Yeah, the buy may be anticipated to be on right here. But do you want to look for a buy or you want to look for a sell according to H1? That is your question to answer. But for me, I'm going to wait for the sales later on, right about the other trend line, or wait for when the buys are done with and come in with the sales. That's how I may look for my entries today. So this move is going to give us some money from here to there. We're going to make some money today. So anyone who loves Boom 1000, stick on and wait for this very move to bring you all the way to this level, all the way to that level. So the buy, like I told you on M15, is currently going on just like that. So let's see if M1 had H5, M5 never had a confirmation. So if you want to buy it properly, you may want to wait for a pullback and enter that kind of buy properly on M5. But like I told you, H1 is selling, so you rather wait for the sales to be safe. All right, that leads me to go to Boom 500. Let's look at Boom 500 right about now. Boom 500. So on Boom 500, let's start with weekly. That's what we've been looking for, and clearly we see now as if the pullback has started according to daily. We want price to get to that. Those who have been with us on this video channel, analyzing and following up these these assets, you know clearly that we've been actually waiting for that kind of pullback. So let's look at daily. As it started, we started last week, and we had that retest back to this OB, back to that OB right there. And currently, according to H4, we wanted price to get back and then come down, but it did not happen. It actually came down. Right now we should be looking for buys. Oh yes, no, the reason why we wanted it to come back, it was supposed to be a retest according to daily, and it has happened right about there. First move, second move, so we should be now getting into buys properly. So according to H4, we haven't started the buys yet, but we are on the retracement level according to CCI. So now I can delete that. I can delete all these levels right here for now, and now wait, and now wait. So this level right here, pull back there, then comes down, then goes up again, trying to come down again. Change of character there, break of structure, lower low, lower high there, coming back here to create a lower low. So we know this is happening right about there. It may even go all the way and give us another fake breakout. So all we need is to just always wait. This is boom 500. We made money on Friday, I believe. Let's look at that. Yeah, we made all those sell entries. We made that money on Friday, and even actually crash 500, we made money. So those who made money, congrats on your entries on Friday. So this right here is a sell. So once we understand that we are looking for sales, that's the trend, then we want to come to H1. H1, clearly that is an M right about there. That is an M formation without a doubt. So for you to confirm that is an M right there according to the line chart. So once I see something of sort, all I want is a pullback. Then I come in strongly with the sell. Yes, I'm not going to use CCI right here, but all I'm going to use is the structure, the price action right here. What you can see is a break of structure, pull back there to give us a lower high, and then come in strongly with a sell later on. So all I need is now just a pullback, back to that level right about there, back to that level. That is enough for me to make my sell entries and take me all the way up. Sometimes when it is making such an M formation, sometimes it doesn't even retest. So that means anyone who was on before this move went, you could have even entered right about there. Yeah, but for now, I don't advise anyone to enter right now. You just have patience and wait. If it doesn't happen, that doesn't mean that you won't trade anymore. That was the only trade you could actually wait for and take. No, there are many more other trades that you will get. So if it doesn't give you the retest, it's better you leave it alone. Don't force any trade. So for now, we are looking for sales according to boom 500. So if we don't get a retest to give you an entry for the sale, then we leave it alone. Let me go to M15 just to confirm the sale. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought, and clearly that's you don't need any confirmation to sell than this. That is a double top right there. That is the neckline breakout, and then you need a retest to make the entries. Simple as that. So for now, I can leave it on M15 or H4. So let's look at where that move So it's likely to react from this OB right about there. So it's likely to react from this OB. So all I can do is just do something like that. It's likely to react from that OB right about there. Right about there. So that's what I will wait for, and then later on come in with the cells just like here I've done it. All right, so that is it. Let's now head to volatility 25S. Vol 25 1S. Vol 25 1S. Let's look at it. Looking at weekly, we reached that resistance level. We're supposed to be selling according to weekly, and we actually started selling. So according to daily, you can see that the sale started, even though we are within that kind of structure, which is an expanding symmetrical triangle. And now that we know that daily is within that kind of thing, we can delete this, that support level right there, and have this drawn properly to identify our symmetrical triangle right about there. So now I see that we needed that, so I can delete it. That is, it's coming all the way here. So we know that we are selling. So if we know that we are selling according to daily time frame, H4 has touched oversold, meaning it's making just a retest back to where? Before you say and confirm that, there's a fair value gap here and it has reached it. So if H1 is selling, then that means we are going to sell. H1 is not yet ready to sell. That means this pullback is still going on all the way back to where? So let's delete all this. Make the chart clear for us. Delete that. This one here we can delete. This has to be done with. Delete that too. And now we had this kind of move. Delete that. This one here, let me see if we made an entry. Not really. This move right here to bring us here, we didn't make an entry because we needed price to get to that level there. It never went there. So now we can move that. Delete that. Alright, so now at least the chart is a bit clear. Break of structure coming down below. Finds a weak support level right there. So it means right about here, it means price is going to just make a pullback a bit here before it continues to buy. So this can be confirmed on M15. This very move that I've drawn on H4 can be confirmed on M15. So that means if you want to enter this small sell, this short sell, you want to wait for some move like that to bring you back to that level. And that's why you would enter your buy entries, just like H1 and H4 need. So for now, that's what I may see, right? That's what I see according to H4, M15, and H1. So this is going to do that. As it brings us right here, one may enter buys back, taking us all the way back. Remember, this buy is going to be just a pullback to either back to that level, and then later on comes again with the sell. The sell has to come all the way to this trend line. That is a daily trend line, which is our expanding symmetrical triangle structure right there. That is how I'm seeing all this kind of move. So let's hang in there. Don't make any rash decisions. You need, for you to confirm an entry here, you need to see something outside. Of course, this was enough information for the sell, having seen only M15 is oversold, overbought right about there, according to CCI. That would be the enough confirmation, but most of the times you also want to see something on price action to be sure. Yeah. So I will leave it at M15, and once it does that, then you enter your buys. V75, volatility 75. Right, start with weekly, daily. We are looking for that move. Those who have been following with me this asset, we've been looking at this. The only challenge I have so far seen is that what we needed on Friday never happened. The pullback to this level probably to give us a push, or what is it called? We needed that to give us that kind of momentum to push all the way up and even break out. So now that that move never happened on Friday or Saturday, it's going to happen right here. This is a weak resistance level right there in the middle of that trend. So all we need now is a pullback back to where? Let's understand that. So the pullback here wasn't that much, so it couldn't give us the momentum that we needed to actually continue and even have a breakout on the other side. So this level is still valid. That level is still valid. Those who remember, I had those two levels, 1 and 2 there as our previous highs to reach, and price clearly reached those levels. And now all I can see according to H4 is that we are overbought right about there. We are overbought, and another confirmation is that price is below our 10 MA. Price is actually coming below our 10 MA. It was below, it came back to test, so it's going back below the 10 MA, meaning a sell confirmation. So far we have 2 confirmations to sell, then we need a 4th. We need a 3rd and probably the 4th. So let's look at all we need right here is price to come back right about there. We need price to come back right about here. So for that, now that we've seen that, this is a weak support, weak resistance level. So go to H1. H1 is oversold. That's weird. I anticipated it will be overbought, so that's a bit weird. That's a bit weird for us to figure this out. So now this is going to give you some other point right about there, then it comes a bit down. So once it gives me that, then I'll be knowing that there is a structure which will be like a flag information. So if it comes about there, one will be knowing that that is a flag. So it's likely to come about there. It's likely to come about there all the way to that to that order block. Once it reaches there, then to give us a pullback. And if this happens just like this, then you will know that this very move is still valid. That very move is still valid according to H1. And if it is still valid according to H1, then it will be breaking that weak resistance level to go all the way up to that trend line. And that will mean the uptrend is still on. The buying trend is still on. According to H1, that's what we're seeing. So for now, don't make any mistake in entering a sell. Whether even though we are seeing that we have a confirmation on CCI and probably even 10MA there, it is not enough. H1 says otherwise, and if it is, if it gives us such a structure on H1, then you don't want to find yourself looking for sells. You want to find yourself looking for buys. That will be a continuation of that trend. Having said that, please, this is just a simulation of this. I'm assuming what is likely to happen now. I'm anticipating. So this move to get to that OB and then probably give us it may give us all the way back here. It may give us just shortly right here, and then it's enough momentum to break out to continue. So all you need is patience. Wait until you see a clear entry. Until you see a clear entry. For now, the buys are continuing. So clearly you can see what I'm saying on M15. That's why the buys are continuing. It has just given us a pullback, and it is going to go all the way to that level right there. So that's for sure. Now that I've said that, let's now leave this at H1, go to volatility 50. We saw a breakout on the weekly according to V50. Volatility 50. Vol 50. Please, if you guys have any questions, always you can comment and we look into it, and we can have a discussion so that we can accommodate all the analysis and signals that you guys are looking at in the charts. You can still tell me that in your charts. You can tell me that you are seeing a sell on this asset, or you're seeing a buy on that asset due to this and that. You can still do that. So I'm all ears. So please don't hesitate to do that. So Vol 50. Just a minute. All right, so Vol 50. We saw that breakout, which has come back to that order block. Yeah, that is now a support level. It changed to become a support level because of this very level right here when we touched it. So this is a support level currently. We had anticipated this kind of retest all the way back there before we can come in strongly with sells, just like we need on weekly time frame. So according to daily has been like this for quite some weeks, right there, for quite some weeks when it is around that area. So that means that the momentum of this kind of asset is low, and it keeps on giving us breakup structure right about there. Breakup structure, and now it's creating a new low right about there. Is it going to give us buys from there? will wait and see. We haven't gotten, clearly you can see how it has been playing with us, give us an entry for the buy, but later on, of course, we test and show us that it is not ready to continue buying, and then return back. It returns back, gives us a break of structure right about there, and then goes down like that. So for now, this is some asset that is very unpredictable when you're going to make an entry. So it is constantly, it has no momentum, so whatever you do, please, for now you may stay away until there's a clear structure on H1. Probably that's when I would advise everyone to try to look for entries, but more so entries that you'll be looking for, let them be dependent on if you can wait and always look for sales, the better. But for now, the buys may likely come in according to H1 or M15, so you need to just pay attention and wait. So this, I'm not trading it at all. For me, as a person, I'm not going to be looking into trading it probably until it comes all the way up to these levels, right about there. There I may look into selling it, but for now it is having no momentum, so I don't love risking just like that. I don't risking like that. So jump 25, let's look at jump 25. Let's look at jump 25. Our second last asset. So how I think we made money. Let's look at that history. God, I was not on the chart by this time, because this is where they ended from, so I was not on the chart by that time. Yeah, but that was clearly spot on. But of course, we made this money here. Those who were with us, we made that money. The buy entry is right there. We made that money, took us there, hit the TP level actually. Yeah, if I remember, I had given you the TP to be around those areas. So those who took that kind of trade, congrats to you on Friday. So before the Friday ended, we had that entry. That was, if someone had entered there, probably your stop loss would have been above that very high there. So this was the move right there. It hit TP level right about here. That's where it hit the TP level, right about there. Hit the TP level, and you would have been out by now. So anyone who followed this kind of analysis that I gave you and went back to check, you made this money. If you did, please let us know in the comment section. We congratulate you on your success right there, on your profits. So for now, I want to delete all these other weak support and resistance levels, and we look at something new. So clearly here we saw a breakout, and after the breakout we saw the retest right about there, and it wasn't enough. It did another retest right here, so that is on H1. So delete this, delete that, and now let's go to H4. So having seen that retest went, now it has come back to, what is this? That is oh yes, that is a high, the previous high. So did we reach that level? Yes, exactly. Those who remember, I told you that we knew that price was coming all the way to there. Why? Because of the calculation I had told you. Price is going to use this very move to give us what we need all the way up there, and it did so. So for now, this is no longer necessary. Even this breakout right here is not necessary anymore. We can delete that. This was a bit necessary. This we can delete that now. And clearly, we can now clearly see that according to daily time frame, the sell is on without a doubt. According to weekly, the sell is on. Now clearly we can see that it gave us that kind of long wick. I don't know how normally you guys call these candles. I'm not a candlestick guy who normally follows the names, but this might be a doji flying dragonfly sort of, but not even a dragonfly. That is not a dragonfly. It's almost like an inverted hammer. But anyways, you guys know better. I don't normally love naming these candlesticks. They confuse me a lot. So all I need now is to understand the pullback later on. According to daily, it's going to sell a bit, but then you will see a pullback, which will confirm the selling on the weekly time frame. Once that is confirmed, then you know it is going to be a long move sales. It will be some long streak of selling momentum, which will see them taking us all the way back to such OBs right about here, such OBs right about there. So you need to know how your asset is moving. So for now, let me delete that. Go to daily. Look at the selling momentum. It's a bit low. Yeah, it's a bit low. When you look at H4, it's coming to oversold. Yeah, means it will anticipate a pullback once it is oversold. Go to H1. H1 has already started to show us momentum to actually get into buys. And all we need is a confirmation. So for now, one may draw something like that there. One may draw something like that right about there. And then just wait. Right there. Oh. This may literally mean this kind of move to come through later on. So depending on where it comes back to, we may see it come back right about there. Yeah. So just whatever you do, you need to be careful, because something of sort may come through later on. Yeah. So you need to be ready for such moves. So for now, it's a no-go for me. I can't enter this asset. Can't enter this asset right here. It's a no-go. Why am I saying it's a no-go? Because of the momentum. Because of its momentum. So that's why I'm saying it's a no-go. Pass down this a bit here. So it's a no-go because of its low momentum right there. It doesn't have enough momentum to push for the buys and even the sells. So for now, it's going to keep on consolidating a bit. You can see how it is moving right there according to M15. So on M5, you will notice the consolidation right there. So those who love trading all the way down below to M5 and M1, you always have chances to scalp these kinds of assets that are having no momentum. So having said that, I want to leave this at MH1 and then head over to jump 10, as we call it a day. Jump 10. Jump 10, jump 10. So right, so what is happening? So we notice some resistance right about there. Let's first look at where it all started from. That is weekly. We had a breakout, a retest there, then we went in, we saw a break of structure right here. That was a break of structure right here. This was a retest. Then break of structure, come here, touched that support level. Now it is trying to go for a lower high right about there. So according to weekly, it's going for a lower high. According to daily, it has actually reached that level and it is trying to break it. It is trying to break it, but does it have enough momentum to break it? We'll see about that. According to H1, the buys were confirmed when it broke that level, which became our change of character right about there. So that actually here, this one here, this is where the buy momentum started from, when it broke that level to give us a change of character, and the retest here and the buy continued. So as we speak, H4 is overbought. Meaning one may start to anticipate sales. So if we go to H1, sales are not confirmed yet, but it is almost close to overbought. So if we go to M15, the sales are very confirmed, but it is on that very support and resistance level. So meaning the momentum we are seeing on H, whatever we saw here, that was like a change of character. We again saw the same here, a change of character. So this means that this very asset is having a low momentum. It is having a low momentum. So if it is having a low momentum, I don't love trading such. It is not worth my time. So I rather try to make this clear this chart and do this. And clearly, if I do this, then one may see that price is within the range right about here. This is one, and that was the second level of this kind of range. So with this, what is this right here? This can be deleted right there, and then go back to H1, and that will be the range. That will be the range from there to here, from here to there. That will be the range that price is currently in. So now, how do we do this? This is not worth trading. This is not worth trading at all. Don't advise anyone to risk the money on trading such an asset that is still like this. So delete that, delete this, and let's now wait, because price is literally going to do this and then later on come again like that. You have to remember that according to daily, we are looking for buys. So that's why the buy will be higher than anticipated. Even though we see that weekly we are looking for sales, but then there is a support level right there, which is holding price to break through and continue with the sales according to weekly. So that's why the buy here is likely to continue all the way up right about there. So for now, all I need is to see this happen. I need to see this sales come and give me a confirmation. So how will we look for confirmations? Of course, on lower time frames, probably M1, H1. So if H1 gives you an entry, a confirmation to sell, the better. So you wait for such an entry. But for now, it is a no-go for me. I don't trade such a low momentum asset where it is currently low momentum market. So that is it for today. Let's now look at the recap and call it a day. Let's wind up as we look at the recap. Where did we start from? I think we haven't entered in any asset today, so today is quite slow. All right, that was a pullback. After that level there, I needed a pullback all the way here. So it means that I'm not ready to enter this asset, so I will still wait. That is on crash 500. We know that price is going to come here, so all you need is to have an entry to start selling it. All you need is to have an entry to start selling it. So like I told you, according to M5, it actually happened even according to M1, the pullback happened right here. So having seen this, we look at H1, looking at selling it, but then I need a pullback to get an entry, and then H1 is okay. Having seen this, I want to enter small entry like that, and I'll put my stop loss right here. I'll be looking for my profits right about there. I'll be looking for my profits right about there. It may reach, it may not, so you need to know where to move out when you start to see momentum reducing. But that's what I can do. Why have I done this? This was a pullback to this level right here to get me into another entry. So clearly on M5, that's what I told you. When price comes back again here, we get another entry to buy this asset. So that's the reason why I've made an entry there. Yeah, that is it. So we are in a buy. Let's wait for our profits to come through. Boom, 500. We are waiting for this very move. So maybe this has decided to return from this fair value gap. Like I told you, we had the fair value gap and the order block. So it may have decided to do that retest from the fair value gap, but we need to confirm that. So we can't do that until this move is done with this very move right here. So we just wait and see. We just wait and see. Yeah, I will leave it at M5 there. V25, we've seen a breakout there, but it's not yet here. So if you want, you can wait for a pullback, or if you can just wait all the way here and enter your buys. V75, yeah, we know the price is going to go there and then later on come back. But is it like that? We will wait and see. So if this point is closed from here, that means this line will be coming all the way down below here, and that will be a falling wedge. So, but is that level ideal for the pullback? Let's see. There's a fair value gap, a small fair value gap. I don't know if it is significant there. If it is, then it will be like that. If it is not, then it will go all the way back to that order block, and it will be just like how we anticipated right about there. So for now, let's wait and see. This is a matter of waiting. So we are not yet ready there. This is a no-go because of the momentum. Don't want to waste time on it. V25, like I told you, we know that price is going to come all the way back here, and clearly we are seeing a pullback. We are seeing a breakout. This pullback hasn't happened, so if it continues, it may not happen because of HN15. But we are still waiting. So all we need, if it continues like that and doesn't go all the way up, you need to make your buy entries right here. because clearly that's what one will be looking at, and once it does that, probably it will be oversold according to H4, and you can look for your buy entries. So this, just leave it at H1. It's a no-go. Jump 10 has touched there, but it's not yet clear for us. It still also has a low momentum, so no need to risk your money right about there. You can just keep waiting until you have a clear structure and a clear entry to make money there. So for now, not looking into trading it. There might be another pullback all the way up a bit. So for now, that's why I'm skeptical to actually look into making an entry. Probably if it breaks that level, then one may look into entering. But for now, no, I don't have an entry where it is currently. So that's it. Just a few reminders and we are out of here. Like we talked, we are having the signal, the VIP signal platform starting March. So registrations are going on. Subscription fee is $15 per month. I've shared all the information in the WhatsApp channel. If you're not on the WhatsApp channel, please get to the description and look at the link there of WhatsApp channel. And probably if you want to open up another account of Delive, or you want to have a Delive account, there is also a link in the description you can use to open up a Delive account for yourself and be ready to join the Signal platform. Subscription, like I've said, is $15 per month, but there's an option of paying a whole year and you get a discount of $30, meaning you pay $150 for a whole 12 months, for a whole year. So yeah, that is it. That is also another option to do that. So for now, that is one. And then secondly, March intake or March classes are starting on 3rd. Yes, I believe yes, on 3rd March. So registrations are also open. Those who want to learn trading, to learn how I analyze all the strategies I use to analyze all the signals, the way I develop my signals from the charts. You have an opportunity to join the March class, which is starting on 3rd. Registration fee is 400 Ugandan shillings, but that is equivalent to $110. So you can register using that number right there, WhatsApp, and I'll be able to respond to you all your questions and queries. And I think that's it. The rest of the free signals are still coming in on the channel. Once in a while they come in, but starting from March, those signals may not be available. So may not, mark my word, some may come in as a bonus, a free bonus to the community, but most of the signals will be going through to the VIP platform. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day and happy trading. Let's keep up with those that we've analyzed. We've only entered one entry, that is boom 1,000. So focus on it and look at how you can make money. Right about there, we are still in 14 losses. So if it comes all the way back here, you need to put your stop loss a bit below that, very low. Yeah, if it comes all the way down here, that means we'll be losing that money. But I know we are likely not to go all the way down. Let's wait and see. The market does its own movements. So for now, just you want to keep that. You want to, you need to put it a bit below those lows, like I've showed you there. For now, we will keep on updating If I see a signal while I'm still a bit free, then I will share it. But of course, those who attend the Feb class, we are meeting again. We are starting our last week today as we wind up the course. So we are meeting at 3 p.m. just like always. Let me wish you guys a nice day. Happy trading. See you tomorrow same time, 10:30 to 11:30. Happy trading. See you guys.